What is going on, Roland Empire? Here, guys, to give you a video. Depending when I upload this and all that, when it's finally hit its premiere, may the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you a little bit early. Maybe it's post. Maybe it's on the spot, guys. I'm giving it a couple ways how I might want to title this video, But if you remember, if you follow me long enough, if you've seen past my channel, I have a older version of this, so this is sort of like a remake of this video called Why I Love Star Wars, and I figured I want to do a sequel or a remake of this now with this video also, Why I Love Star Wars. I've given videos within, my Mandalorians and just giving thoughts on my rankings of some of the films, so you can kind of get a generalization of what I feel, how I feel about these movies. You can maybe take these also to be a little bit semi-reviews. But yeah, it's just, I thought, what a way to just talk about it in general. Because I want to go through these movies one by one. But they're so special with me that I feel like whatever I say, I want to make sure. Because I can do follow-ups to them, but I want to make sure in the first videos of those, I have said enough of why I like all the movies and all. So I figured this is a nice way to kind of give my ideas, still give a bit of the thoughts of all of them. But you guys know that, I like a little bit more of the others. I don't necessarily hate all of them, but objectively and subjectively, I can kind of give my opinion. But I love the franchise, that's hence why the title's called like that. Anyways, guys, so I just want to give my thoughts a bit on this. We have 3 main trilogies. Everybody has their own opinion. It's okay. Like I said in the channel, you can come in, state your opinions. You can say what you want. You just got to be respectful, at least no name calling. But you can say why the film is trash or whether the film is masterpiece. Give your little just kind of plots of what you thought. Everybody has it. My take of all these is the original trilogy is obviously the awesomeness. It's just fantastical. It's the best, okay? Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. 3 classic movies. Some would say our Empire's the best. Some would say the original's the best. And those that grew up to just being adults don't say they grew up with, Return of the Jedi. It's arguable. Luke, Darth Vader is the center point of that. You have, as the films go on, that they get more connected, being father and son. That's a twist that who can argue with that. A lot of the characters are so likable in this. Luke, Princess Leia, Han Solo, incredible characters. Who do I side with? I'm not sure. Sometimes I enjoy Luke. Leia seeing just a hot, badass person, and just having Han Solo be like the more closest to like the down-to-earth person. By incredible performance of Harrison Ford. I just enjoy them. Reasons that a lot of people give to that I just want to echo, and I probably said in the previous, I want to say now in this video, just gives, the child in you, the imagination, the adult in you to have the motivation. Who's to say that, why would you hate this trilogy, even though it's okay to, why you might not like it? I get the popularities. I have franchises, I said, those are very popular, but it's not for me. So I understand that, but I'm just saying still, like, who would hate this trilogy? It's just, man, George should have been not tampered too much with those visuals. I guess it's your passion project, man. But you should have left a lot as it was. Still, some things look outdated, but it's still the authenticity. It's still the POV of how to see these movies. It's still fun. It's still likable. They still have a hard-hitting punch. There's so much of within just morals, obviously, from getting the teachings of Yoda and Obi-Wan with Luke, seeing how he deals with his father. Come on, that father and son relationship, that just hits some sort of way with you in the feels, even if it's a mother-daughter thing, whatever, fun, father and son, in a way you could still find something related with it, as long as it's also well earned, if that's the right words. Man, it's just incredible. The prequel trilogy, I have to say, that is the era where I grew up. That's how you can tell how old or young I am with my demographic. It's just, that's it for me. 1 and 2 definitely suffer so hard. I wanted to agree always to say the first one was the best of the trilogy. Well, between Phantom and Attack. But I've given more time to appreciate Attack of the Clones. Is not the main plot. I still think Anakin and Padme is so here. But what Obi-Wan has to do with like the lights of Jango Fett and stuff, I find that very aesthetically pleasing. I like the notes that it chose for the score. I like Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor's the best thing of the prequel trilogy. Let's just be unanimous and agree with that. And so there's things that I'm like, okay, bouncing back and forth and all, bouncing back between those two movies of what's the least and the mid of the best, but clearly the best of this trilogy is Revenge of the Sith. This is where George kind of, I feel like, listened to the criticisms, try to get as best as he could. It's still his vision, but realized that that was a nice way to obviously tie into the original. Still with this new prequel trilogy, still give it as what you needed to. I wish Hayden Christensen could have been better, but I feel like it was a mistreating kind of thing. You know, so many years to think on this. You know, did I always think like this? No, it's always a process of what I thought. You know, but now realizing from a lens of how just appreciative that film is. Darth Vader could have been more fleshed out as a turning. I always felt like that was such a sudden change. Still enjoyed everything, just the way it was still sudden. But George still has his vision. It could have been nice to have people give ideas of how the script really should have been polished. Still have a good time with all of this. I like seeing appearances from what you have here with General Grievous and, you know, Count Dooku to an extent, especially because of the actor. Darth Maul, I always thought he was the coolest thing that you could see. I'm glad in a certain way he's being utilized again. You know, I've always known that much of like where, you know, if you see me as a fan, I won't be reading all the books. I won't be catching up from left to right to the TV series. For me, it's really kind of a niche, and like a lot of it is like centered of what affects this kind of era of the trilogy. It's all depends really, but I knew that Darth Maul from the TV series in a bit, you know, in Solo. It's nice to see him back. You know, there's so many layers of how fans are with this. That's an insight of how I kind of enjoy these movies. But yeah, I know it's not a perfect prequel trilogy. It's a fun prequel trilogy, but what you know, I find it was interesting is what's after the original trilogy, and the sequel trilogy is that. And woo, yeah, I know. You thought the prequels were divisive or whatever, but the sequels came out and oh man, the fandom, and it's no one to blame. Everybody likes what they like. Okay, let's be fair. We don't have to agree, but I know we like our own things. Do I think this sequel trilogy is an abomination? No, I think it has pockets of greatness. Could have been delivered way better too. I always saw, especially like it's like George, like these people had the idea, but they needed more script polishing, especially with the cohesiveness that has been the rumor that has come to fruition now. It's just, yes, that sucks. That is the truth and all. I like what was going on with Han Solo's arc. Sucks that it made him the father that he is, but I like his character was still true to his nature. Seeing a bit of him, the relationship with Leia, and then just seeing what they went on with their continuation with Ben Solo. You guys know what I have to say about Ben Solo. Ben Solo's the best part of the sequel. It's what Obi-Wan is to the prequels, Kylo is to the sequels. Rey is good, but really, oh my god, the whole back and forth with the directors treating her really suffered, and that's kind of what shows a certain way of certain narrative decisions within this trilogy. The Last Jedi, as more and more as I see it, I like what they did with Luke as in the choices, but the certain reasons why it's not as easy to understand, to comprehend and gel. A lot of people can. Maybe I'm in the middle. This movie definitely has pockets of amazing things as an overall thing. We needed more drafts of this script. We definitely needed. But hey, it's okay. It's okay if you really liked it. That's awesome. You know, credit to credit, whatever. It's all good. Okay, it's just for me, I still enjoy the movie. It just really could be better. And I like The Rise of Skywalker. You can only do as best as you can from that. I had fun with it. Looking back at it now, I still enjoy the movie. A lot of it is rushed, but within whatever they decide to rush, I enjoyed the characters that at least we got Rey, Poe, and Finn to finally team up. I like their destinations that they went. It was just should have been nice to kind of marinate more on that, and the ideas of like, you know, Luke and Lando, what they were kind of questing on. Rey having some kind of conflict of now realizing she's part of a certain lineage to kind of help her story. Again, Ben Solo being redeemed, having an arc with his mother and his father, tying it all back and all that. So it's not, you're not at the finish line all like, yeah. No. You're at the finish line limping and all that. You're walking as best as you can. And yes, it sucks but I still enjoy what I did on my pockets of stuff with Star Wars. Okay, it's all about, you know, can't let anybody influence you from your opinions. You just kind of have to kind of just, again, reason with them. Everybody has their own opinion. This is my opinion. It's nice to always just know why people never like not just this trilogy, but any of these movies, or if they do like these movies and everything. You know, it's always to that. I still just enjoy a lot of the fantasy from this. John Williams and giving an incredible score. Just still, even though things could have been better, I appreciate George Lucas's vision always. He is the creator. No matter what you say, if he has something, he's more right to it. It's just all about how he delivers things. You know, what he brought us with shepherding the original trilogy, giving us credible stuff to, you know, of the lore with the prequel trilogy, and to an extent JJ and Ryan not getting everything completely, you know, down to the finish line, but knowing some kind of things of risk and realizing certain decisions of how characters will act. Doesn't give them a pass, but I won't automatically write them an F plus, like if it's a grading. But like I say, I try to be mindful with that, and it's right in the middle of like things I do hate and things I do enjoy of that specific trilogy. And it's still fun with this. You know, characters could be better. I like still things of random things. I like Oscar Isaac as Poe, maybe because Oscar Isaac is just an incredible actor, at least for my take. And just seeing things. I like Ewan McGregor, Sir Alec Guinness, Mark Hamill, the incredible one, who is the one with this franchise. Harrison Ford, who is the major star power, is Indiana Jones with himself. Just all that. And having just, again, Hayden Christensen be back for this whole Obi-Wan series. That's something I really can't wait to see. And again, like I echo so much, Adam Driver giving the performance that, you know, I feel like it's a little bit undeserving for us, but I'm glad it's deserved, as in, like, I'm glad to witness it for a sequel trilogy that we have. Just overall, Star Wars to me, you know, there have been its low times and its high times. I can't wait. I can't wait to see where it takes. There's really a lot of things to do for everybody. I am very interested in that Filoni verse. I am very interested in what goes on from the Obi-Wan verse. The Obi-Wan verse from that. But everybody has their own take. I like Star Wars the way it's like this. It's so hard to pinpoint out what kind of fandom you are, but I'm still a fan of this like franchise, no matter of how low and how great it is. Because to be honest, every franchise goes through this. No matter what you think and all, every franchise goes through this, and I defend it. I know this is more of a now defending kind of rant kind of thing for me, but I still am passionate. I'm still am passionate for this franchise. This franchise is just something that is. When taken care of right, it should be done. It's just, it really is mystical. It's fantastical. It really is. It's an amazing universe, just when done right. It's just good. But like I always say, guys, these are my thoughts and opinions. You let me know if how you see this universe, what you like, you know, why don't you like this? If you like this, let me know what are your favorites. That's really it. I'm not trying to offend, and I'm not trying to just be catering to everybody. It's just, it is what it is. I'm not trying to cater to anybody. I'm just trying to be my realist take of just how I enjoy this. And I wanted to release this, you know, on the time right now to kind of give an idea. And like I always say, it's a fun franchise. It's an enjoyable franchise. Just these characters are good, and I still like Star Wars, guys. So all this in the comments below, and as always, roll an empire, laugh, smile, repeat.